All right, folks, I just want to say something. When is this going to stop? When is this violence against police officers, ICE, going to stop in our country? These people, the Democratic Party has unleashed a war against the law. If we don't have laws, we don't have a country, and everybody needs to understand that. It is about time people understand that this is old. People need to stand up and start voting these Democrats out of office. Totally. Listen what's going on with this guy Preddy that everybody keeps talking about is so innocent. He tears up ICE cars. He's doing everything he can to provoke ICE, but it's ICE's fault. Watch this.
We're told Alex Preddy was just a peaceful nurse at the wrong place at the wrong time, delivering first aid to an injured protester. Well, we just obtained new video, days before the shooting, of a man who appears to be Preddy being not so peaceful. The Preddy family attorney and family members confirmed to the Minnesota Star Tribune that the person in the video is Preddy.
Laws, we don't have a country.
CNN reported that Preddy had a broken rib from an altercation with federal agents a week before his death. CNN claimed Preddy was just driving around minding his own business when he saw ICE agents chasing an immigrant family down the street. He went after them, jumped out of his car to help the family, then was tackled.
Look at him. And now he's about to spit at the officers.
Now, if this is the incident, it looks like CNN had bad sources. This video shows the individual.
Now, how is officers supposed to react to this? Honestly. You know, 12, 16 million people come in our country illegally that Biden and the Democrats allowed. They are trying to change our voting to where they can stay in power all the time. That's all they care about is staying in power. They don't care how many illegals killed women. They don't care how many illegals molest children. These are the people they're defending. And if you can defend murdering women and murdering children and murdering, people of all ages in our country and then molesting children, that is just horrible. People got to stop and wake up to what's going on in our country.
With similar clothing, and what looks and appears to be a handgun in the same place that it was at the time of the shooting.
And he had a gun on him at this time too, but he didn't get shot.
In the middle of an apprehension operation, and then violently resisting arrest. At one point, it even looks like he spits at the window of the ICE agent's vehicle. Homeland.
Now imagine if this was you as one of the ICE agents. What would you want? Do you want people spitting on you? Do you want people doing these nasty things to you? Calling you Nazis? They're not Nazis. They are enforcing our laws, which I think is a great thing. Everybody should understand that. Anyways, I'll let you finish watching the video.
Security tells us the video's under investigation. This doesn't mean that his shooting a week later was justified. That's still under investigation. But it does paint a different picture of who Preddy was and the kind of violent attacks that ICE and Border Patrol have to deal with while they're arresting criminal aliens. The same thing happened with Renee Good. The media tells us she was just a random woman stuck in traffic.
She was stuck in traffic. She was bringing her kids to school, but her and her wife was sitting here blocking traffic, taunting the agents. Her wife was sitting there telling the agent, "Oh yeah, big boy, what you gonna do?" It's horrible the way these people are treating ICE.
Traffic after dropping her kid off at school. But later we learned she was a trained ICE Watch warrior out to cause trouble. Again, that doesn't mean she deserved to die. But the media is whipping people up with phony obituaries that don't tell the whole story. It's why Democrats running for office are flocking to Minneapolis for photo ops.
In a real sense, this is holy ground.
And they're voting in our country. This guy right here, Warnock, they cheated in the election. to get him in. That's why the FBI is doing the raids right now in Fulton County. They just raided and had the judge sign a warrant to get into the voting stuff, where they can read and see what the hell actually went on in these you know what I'm saying.
Consecrated by blood spilled here. I had to be here to stand in the very place where this tragedy unfurled, not only for Alex Preddy, but for Renee Good, for George Floyd.
Reverend Warnock just suggested Floyd and the two ICE watchers were like Jesus.
Subscribe.
It's a crime scene, not a cross, Reverend. Laken Riley was Warnock's constituent in Georgia. I never saw him broken up about her. But now he's...
The Democrats ain't sad about any of these people losing their lives. They're not even sad about these people that are taunting the ICE agents. They don't care about them. All they care about is staying in power.
Lying to other states and crying. Tim Walz made an appearance at the memorial today. Watch.
We're just personally paying our respects.
Sure.
My wife and I.
And do you believe that there will be a shift in tone here from the administration after?
This guy here, he has enabled all of this. He told people to go out and fight pretty much the ICE agents. Why would a governor tell you to go out and take your camera and start recording and blow a whistle? I mean, it's like they want these people to be on the streets. They want molesters and everything on the streets. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people would even consent to any of this.
Your conversation with the president here on the streets?
I'm not so interested in a shift of tone. We just need them out of here, and we need accountability for what's happened.
Walz is speaking.
Who needs accountability is the U.S. people for what this man is doing in Minnesota. He's allowing this to go on. He could have had the cops out there stopping these people from harassing ICE agents, and none of this would have ever taken place. None of the murders would have taken, well, not murders, but, you know, the two people dying. None of that would have been taking place. But no, they want to call the police away from everybody and not let them get involved, which I think is very sad.
Out of both sides of his mouth. On the phone with Trump, he says he's going to work with ICE as long as Bovino leaves and cooperate and hand over the bad guys. Then he hits the streets and tells the press ICE has got to go. Yesterday, the mob stormed into the Capitol building and hollered at his office. Why? Oh, because they said Tim's a traitor for doing business with Trump and Homan.
Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how anybody else can do anything, but if Republicans do it, it's totally different. But when Democrats can get away with everything, you notice how there's hardly any Democrats that go to jail when it comes to like congressmen and all that stuff, but they always get Republicans and put them in jail. Our justice system is totally screwed up. There's too many people playing politics instead of doing their jobs of not being biased. Y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video.